If a vendor ever tells you they can get you admissions from Google Ads for some cheap fixed cost per click, end the call. They either do not run treatment campaigns, or they are about to spend your money learning how on your dime. The real cost of Google Ads for rehab centers is higher than almost any other industry on earth, and there are very specific reasons for that. Reasons you need to understand before you put a single dollar into the auction. Hi, I'm Adam Gunton, founder and managing partner of Behavioral Health Partners. And in this video, I'm going to show you what drug rehab Google Ads actually cost in 2026, why the clicks are so expensive, the 3 multipliers that decide whether you make money or lose it, and 4 specific checks you can run today to tell whether your account is being managed well or quietly bleeding your budget. We run paid search for treatment programs, and I help operate centers myself. So I'm going to give you the honest mechanics and none of the pitch. Before we get into it, if you want a free audit of your Google Ads account to see exactly where your spend is leaking, the link is in the description below. Most accounts we look at have at least one leak that is costing real money every single week. First, let me explain the why, because it does matter. 3 forces push rehab clicks into a pricing tier almost no other industry lives in. The first is the lifetime value of an admission. Because a single admission is worth so much, every center in your market is willing to bid aggressively, and that collective willingness drives the whole auction up. The second is LegitScript certification. You cannot run treatment ads on the major platforms without it. That requirement gates out the casual advertisers and concentrates serious, well-funded programs in the same auction, which keeps prices pretty high. The third is intent. Treatment keywords carry some of the most urgent commercial intent in all of search, and high intent always commands a premium. So what does it actually cost? Clicks on core treatment terms commonly run from roughly $25 on the low end to well over $150 for the most competitive terms in the most competitive markets. And I want you to sit with this. That is per click, not per lead, and definitely not per admission. The click is only the entry fee. Here's the part that separates the operators who win on Google from the ones who quietly go broke. Your real economics are governed by 3 multipliers stacked on top of each other. The first multiplier is your cost per click, set by the auction. The second is your landing page conversion rate, because your cost per lead is that click cost divided by the percentage of clickers who actually inquire. A page that converts at 6% produces leads at half the cost of a page that converts at 3% on the exact same clicks. The third multiplier is your admit rate, because your cost per admission is your cost per lead divided by the percentage of inquiries your admissions team actually converts to an admission. This is why 2 centers can bid on identical keywords and one is profitable while the other is hemorrhaging money. The auction is the same, the multipliers are not. And here's the encouraging part of that math. The auction is the hardest of the 3 to change, but it is also the one most operators obsess over. The fastest, cheaper wins almost always come from the second and third multipliers. Improving your landing page and tightening your admissions process can cut your cost per admission in half without ever touching your bids. Now let me give you the 4 checks to run today to see if your account is healthy. Check 1, the search terms report. This shows the actual queries that triggered your ads, and it tells you whether you are paying for genuinely relevant searches or for loose, junk matches that will never admit. Check 2, conversion tracking. Confirm your account is optimizing toward real outcomes, qualified calls and inquiries, and not toward raw clicks or low-value form fills that inflate your numbers and your costs. Check 3, geography. Confirm your spend is concentrated where your beds actually are and where you can actually serve, not bleeding into markets you can't fill. Check 4, landing page alignment. Confirm the page each ad sends people to matches the promise of the ad and is built to convert, with clear trust signals and a fast, simple way to verify insurance. Let me give you one more thing to watch, because it is where I see the most money quietly disappear in 2026. Automated campaign types and broad match keywords will happily spend your budget on searches that have nothing to do with your admissions if you let them run unsupervised. In a normal industry, a little wasted spend is annoying. In ours, where a single click can cost more than $100, a week of unsupervised broad matching can burn through real money before anyone notices. So whoever manages your account needs to be in it regularly, reading the search terms, adding negatives, and pruning the queries that will never convert. Automation is a tool, not a strategy. And in treatment, it needs a hand on the wheel. And keep your expectations honest on timing. Paid search is fast, but fast does not mean instant. Plan for a learning period of a few weeks while the account gathers conversion data and you tighten your targeting and your landing pages. The accounts that get yanked after 10 days never had a chance to optimize. Give it enough runway to find its footing. Watch the Three Multipliers the whole time and judge it on cost per admission, not on the first week's cost per click. If you want our team to run or rebuild your paid search the right way, apply to work with us. The link is in the description. Let me be fair to the channel, because I'm not telling you to avoid it. Google Ads can absolutely fill beds. It is the fastest channel there is, and it reaches people at the exact moment they have decided to get help. But it is expensive, it is tightly regulated, and it punishes sloppy management harder than almost any channel in marketing. Know your Three Multipliers. Watch the account like an operator instead of handing it to a black box agency, and Google Ads becomes a precise tool instead of an expensive liability. From all of us here at Behavioral Health Partners, your trusted partner in growth and impact. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.